Welcome to NSH YouTube channel. Today we are privileged to host Professor K. Venkateswara Rao, a distinguished figure in the realm of nanotechnology at JNTUH. A Raman Fellow with a rich academic lineage, Professor Rao's work spans from quantum mechanics to nanomaterials. His innovative research, global collaborations, and industry partnerships have left an indelible mark in the field. Not just a scientist, but a mentor and an administrator, his journey is a testament to the power of curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge. Stay tuned for an insightful conversation.
Thank you so much, Professor Rao. It's a pleasure having you with us on neosciencehub. And while entering, we just saw a book that you are a Professor of Nanotechnology. Can you explain to us what drove you to such a state-of-the-art field?
Thank you very much for coming here and talking about my career and all other things. So basically, I'm a physicist. When I joined my journey in University of Hyderabad in solid state physics. So where I used to have a different variety of teachers, where I came to know the nanoparticles, nanotechnology related issues. And after that, when I joined my Ph.D, I entered into this nanomaterials, synthesis, characterization and giving some applications and all other things. And this made me very interesting. In the meantime, university started a separate department called Center for Nanoscience and Technology with the support of DST Nanomission funding in 2010. So at that point, I was transferred and promoted as Associate Professor of Nanotechnology. However, I am now Professor of Nanotechnology and I developed the department, Nanotechnology department from the starting to till to date.
Professor, as a layman, what is nanotechnology? Can you explain to us?
So, for a layman, I can put it like this. When people are trying to, as of now, the definition of nanotechnology, nanoparticle is whose size is below 100 nanometers. If any material size is below 100 nanometers, they exhibit a very interesting properties. Like you take a gold particle, gold color will change to blue, red, yellow, orange and white when you are reducing the size of the nanoparticles. As you also asked, what are the applications? Take these gold nanoparticles. As on today, you know some diseases like cancer, it is a very typical thing to cure because the main problem is what type of protein. However, we have a PET scanning, all these things are there. They can't tell you what is the protein in that material. Like if a doctor want to treat a cancer treatment, he need to understand what is the material which formed the lump. So to understand that, imaging of cancer cells is very much required. So for this imaging of cancer cells, nowadays people are using red gold nanoparticles, yellow gold nanoparticles, orange gold nanoparticles. They are called quantum dots. So when the size is reducing, the properties of the materials are going to be different. As I told you, in the case of gold, it is red, green, red, yellow, orange color. Similarly, some materials behavior, let us say some material is magnetic material, it will change its property. And some materials strength will change, some materials color will change, some materials electrical properties will change. Magnetic, like these properties are changing and people are trying to understand the nanomaterials properties and engineer according to their applications. That is what.
Brilliant, sir. Nice. So, as a registrar, you have this subject in this university. How is the interest level of students?
So, as a registrar of JNTU, I can put it like this. When comes to the natural things, the students, as on now, the students are too much inclined towards the high-tech city because of lot of software jobs are there. But however, some students are there from mechanical, physics background, metallurgy background, chemistry background. They join in M.Tech nanotechnology course and they are doing miracles. Some of the students, those who have interest in the area of research, especially in the area of materials research, they are excelling. They are excelling very good actually. We have M.Tech in nanotechnology, separate Center for Nanoscience and Technology in the University College of Engineering, which is situated in Hyderabad campus.
Very nice, sir. So I was just getting to know that you are doing a postdoc in Johns Hopkins, which is supposed to be a very prestigious university. Can you tell us more about that?
Exactly. So when comes to my journey in Johns Hopkins, it was an interesting and fantastic journey. I learned a lot of things there. Before that, I got a called Raman Postdoctoral Fellow, which is a Indo-US project. So I was given 1 year on duty in JNTUH, and 2016 June to 2017 June, 1 year I did postdoctoral research in Johns Hopkins in School of Medicine, especially in imaging of cancer cells. So this, as I told you earlier also, when you are imaging of any cell, imaging means what are the types of, because when you take, there are number of proteins are there. This protein will form as a lump in cancer cell. So if you know what type of protein the lump is formed, then drug designing will be very easy to the doctors actually. So the part imaging is one of the very interesting area, especially we worked on XPS 12 protein and XPS 13 protein especially. And the journey what I learned there is basically I used to work, the JHU used to have around 12 to 13 Nobel laureates, and generally they used to give some talks, they used to give some introduction talks and some high-end talks. By attending this kind of talks, I learned a lot of things, and that made me really encouraging and motivative, the talks actually.
Superb. Sir, when will India come to the level of Johns Hopkins? Where are we standing right now?
I can put it like this. I don't want exact comparison, but I can tell Johns Hopkins, when I there is a joke people used to say, those who are at Johns Hopkins, they are on the fire. So that the professors, those who are working there, the scholars, those who are working there, they say that they are on the fire. That means that much of heat is generated in the system, surrounding the system, so that the product is coming very effectively. Whereas coming to Indian education systems or Indian research systems, there are 2 or 3 things I categorize like this actually. The funding is one of the very important scenario, and people used to have an ideas. When they come and perform the experiment, they need to have a lot of setup, experimental setups and all other things. Maybe a little lagging might be there, but however, when compared to the people energy levels, people science levels, they are very good at here also. But they do parallel research, not perpendicular research. That means multidisciplinary research will not happen here. Why? Because every department will be doing very good, and they are publishing very nice articles and getting patents and getting citations. But the product, when it comes to the product, it is not that much effective when compared to the European countries. The main reason is multidisciplinary approach is very less when compared to other countries. So that is what I can put it in that manner.
Nicely said, nicely said. So as a registrar, what are your roles and responsibilities towards the university?
As a registrar, I need to take care of academic, administrative and all affiliated colleges issues, all other issues. Off the record, I don't work anything. Actually, people work and I consolidate and I present the things and I perform it. That's it. All the people, other people are working, but I manage it actually, frankly speaking.
I agree. No, sure, I understand. Sir, compared to, let's say, the universities where extracurricular activities in US and all, you understand how the relationship between students and the faculty members are there. Where do you think we stand here?
When it comes to Indian culture, it is there. After parents, Guru. Guru is the very important person. I feel here also the similar way, but as of today, the student attitudes are changed a lot. When compared to, like, I'm 22 years onwards, I'm teaching in the teaching field. My beginning career, when I compare to my beginning students and now students, I don't say they lost interest, but you should be, as a teacher, you should be extraordinary good actually. Otherwise, I am teaching class 40 minutes and going away means it won't work. That is the reason nowadays there are a lot of platforms came up like Moodle, MOOCs teaching kind of thing. That means teacher teach 40 minutes in the class and he should be in connection with the teacher. So teacher availability through online is mandatory so that student will remember us and student will follow us. And one more thing is teacher should be more smart enough. Otherwise student is not going to take, because everything is available in PPT format, online format, NPTEL courses are there. They are already learning and coming. So if you want to make students an effect on the students, teacher should be very good, and his teaching and other activities also. That is what my feeling.
Absolutely. Sir, how does a good teacher make an industry ready student?
This is another main drawback in our curriculum. When it is coming to the curriculum part, the universities and industry interaction parties, I can say that it is little bit less when compared to European or US universities. Most of the professors used to have a industry. A research professor will have an industry, and that is encouraged. But here that culture is not that much there. So in general, research will go to publication will go to patent, and it is not going to the product part. Once again, it is due to the multidisciplinary aspect missing. That is one aspect. And one more aspect is, however, nowadays the NEP, National Education Policy, is coming up, and like JNTUH, Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, we always encourage new curriculum. New curriculum is evolving. It is in the process of evolving. I can't say exactly that we are making industry ready person. We can say that we are developing a people who is oriented towards the industry. That
brilliant, nicely put, sir. People's reading habit have come down, and neoscience magazine is now. Yes. You have any message for neoscience magazine?
Actually, people are forgetting this. People are forgetting reading habit. If they start reading, they know the value of life. So I very recently read a Telugu. I am a Telugu reader basically. I read a lot of Telugu books. For every journey, I read one book. So if they know the reading, if they start reading, they never forget it. Nowadays, this media, in Instagram or YouTube, all these things made people to stop read. But there are some people who are continuing reading habit. Once they read, they know the value of reading. Actually, it will go and sit in your brain. Actually, whenever you read something in a calm manner, in a comfortable manner, that will happen. Actually, reading habit is very important.
Thank you so much, sir, for all your valuable time. It's been a pleasure.